And we are back. It is another episode of Sofa Survivors.
Hello.
I'm your host, Tom Sofa,
I'm Mike Tomato.
and we're going to talk about the newest episode of season 50. It's episode 5. It's called Open Wounds.
Open wound.
This is a pretty solid episode, in my opinion, just, to let the listener know what we're about to get into in regards to it being way better than the last episode.
Well, you could really only go up.
Exactly. You literally can only go up, and this one didn't have Zac Brown in it. So,
Thank
an absolute zero mention of it, might I add.
Which
Zero.
I thought was crazy.
Not even 1 second.
I thought that was wild that nobody even said anything like, wow, how crazy was it Zac Brown was here? Like, nobody even said anything like that.
It's over. They're over it. Move on.
That's so weird.
It was weird. So, let's just dive in a little bit. Let's set the scene a little bit. Let's talk about who's where and what's what. So, over at the Vatu tribe, it's the losers. This is Christian, Emily, Ozzy, Steph, and Angelina. We have seen the losers win, though, when you vote everybody out and then they merge. It's just kind of like free game, who wants to play where and how you set yourself up in that scenario. So, it doesn't really matter that they're losing. It's just kind of is what it is.
No, good for them. They get the screen time.
Yeah. Over at Kahlo, we got Aubrey, Joe, Genevieve, Chrissy, Coach, Colby, and Tiff. Over at Sela, it's Charlie D, Rizgod, Rizgod, Camilla, Jonathan, Suri, and Devin. The players that are out of this game at the moment and for the rest of the game are Jenna, Kyle, Savannah, Q, and Mike White. They're all gone. Only 19 players left. And where we left off, there's that Charlie Rizzo unknown beef. The Zac Brown episode sucked, and Mike White went home.
Correct.
That's pretty much the gist of where we're at right now. And here we go. We're going to start off at Vatu, and Ozzy's just kind of flipping out. He's trying to figure out what happened, how come I was left out of the vote, and Ozzy gives Christian kind of a particularly tough time just because, like, what the hell, man?
Okay, I respect Ozzy. I think he is a capable player and a legend in the game, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not the brightest light bulb in the pack.
No, he's notoriously a challenge beast.
Yeah.
And he, helps his tribe. And that's, it. Social game stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't, maybe he just, lacks a sense of selfishness, which is, I guess, a good quality to have, but he does not seem to be working for himself or playing for himself at all.
Yeah, instead of being upset that it didn't go your way, be happy that you're still in the game. Be happy they didn't vote you out.
Right.
Because they don't need to win. They could just keep voting out people.
Right.
Whatever. So don't make yourself expendable like that, in my opinion. Ozzy then meditates once morning comes. He then tells Christian that he's sorry for being a hothead. Interesting.
So sorry.
And then Ozzy and Steph kind of have a little duo action going.
Mm-hmm.
And Ozzy kind of plans to see that he's pissed at Christian still and he would like to vote him off.
Right.
We slide on over to Sela. Jonathan gets close to Devins because Rizzo and Suri are dangerous for different reasons. D, Charlie, and Jonathan throw out Rizzo's name early, saying he's kind of the guy we should go for. He's kind of, whatever.
We hate him. He does nothing around tribe.
That's really not what they're saying.
No,
they're just kind of his game's unknown. He's,
they see him as a wild card and they don't like it.
Yeah, if it was Colby, he'd be like, he does nothing around camp and this and that.
Right. They don't actually give a shit because it actually doesn't seem like they need to do anything around camp.
Yeah, setting up camp life is kind of over. People don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're just having stuff provided. I do find it strange that they don't show any little tidbits of them cooking and doing things around the fire.
We get none of them looking for food. We get none of them cooking.
Yeah.
So, and all I'm seeing is Emily, I think is her name, in a fucking Patagonia sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I'm like, Diva, what are you actually surviving out here?
Yeah. I don't know. But there was a moment where Ozzy's like, here, this is a
the piece of scallop.
Yeah, so at least they're that's some form of showing
there's
food.
Something like that.
But I'm just it's just odd. It's just a little odd.
Just coming from the early seasons where that was such a focus of this trying to live amongst the environment.
Yeah.
That has completely gone by the wayside, it seems.
Right. Dee doesn't like that she doesn't have much say in who's going home. It's kind of Charlie and Jonathan that are like, Rizzo, 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 and not like asking. They're like, so Dee, what do you think?
No, she's just a woman. She shouldn't have an opinion.
Yikes. Dee then goes and asks Rizzo if he'd work with her and the girls. And Rizzo goes, hell yeah. He's like, I'm not a guy's guy anyway.
Hell yeah, I love pussy.
I'm
Riz God.
He doesn't say that at all.
I think that's exactly what he said.
Not even close.
I think my TV said that.
He then has a confessional where he says it was too easy and he thought he would have to like work a little harder for it. But he was just kind of like, dude, you want to work with us? Make it easy. And he was like, yep, down, over. Rizzo tells Dee about the idols this season, the Billie Eilish idol.
Which Zac Brown should be so jealous because
I don't know. Zac Brown got all the confessionals and like an actual screen time.
Yeah, but he got all the hate. Billie is getting her name mentioned multiple times every episode, and it's all in a positive light.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, but I mean, Billie's the newer artist anyway. So
no,
like,
I understood. So like, I think
if it was the Zac Brown idol, it would be terrible.
Well, I just think Billie's team maybe saw that was a smarter option.
Oh, for sure.
Instead of doing whatever Zac Brown did,
which was a terrible option. We then slide over to the Kahlo tribe, and as always, Coach is feeling like the center of attention.
Dude.
Coach gives himself the nickname the Tide Walker.
Dude.
Due to ancient Japanese lore.
Okay, finish what we're gonna say, and then I'll say my sense.
Hold it for just a minute.
Okay.
Try to hold it. I know you're gonna forget because I do have a little tangent I'm gonna go on right now about it. So first he gives himself that nickname, the Tide Walker. Then Coach tells Joe that he's his number one. They then shake hands, and then he gives Joe a nickname as the Stone Bell Monk. And then he knights Joe, by the way. After that, he goes to Kobe, and Kobe's given a nickname. He's the Oak-bound Warrior. And then Kobe gets knighted. In this time, Coach is saying that this is like ancient Japanese lore and everything. I'm just going to really quick, just hop on Instagram.
Knighting is not part of Japanese culture.
I don't think that I sent, well, that for sure. I don't think I sent it to you because I didn't want to ruin it for you because you hadn't seen the episode yet. But what it does is it shows the nicknames that he says, and then it just looks them up. There is no Tide Walker in Jap. They just look Japanese Tide Walker.
Yeah, it's not a thing.
Comes up with a laundromat. Is it a laundromat in Japan?
Yeah.
And then the next one is Japan Stain Clothes Remover pen. Okay.
Ooh, that's actually
the next one is the Stone Bell Monk. Look that up. No results found for the Stone Bell Monk.
Yeah.
Oak-bound Warrior talks about Oakheart Warrior series and The Warriors, a video game. So these nicknames that Coach is just making up on the fly, have absolutely zero relevance to ancient Japanese folklore or anything at all whatsoever.
Okay. That's fun. I didn't know that part of it. But
so
it just adds to my entire thought process on that whole experience.
And I just want to reiterate that Coach then knighted both of these men.
Right.
Okay.
My tangent. Coach is fucking insane and needs to be institutionalized. Like this man, I actually think like wants to be a cult leader and is like so desperate at being like this type of figure in some way. I watched that scene and I was just in awe of this man. Like the delusion, the sense of grandeur, the almost God complex, because
so funny.
When he decided to call himself Tide Walker, I'm like, oh, you think you're Jesus Christ walking on water? I'm like, what are we doing here? Coach is insane.
He's a beast.
He needs. You
just know production is like lean into it, Coach.
Oh, for sure.
Just lean into
because
it, bud.
Production is. They're gonna show Coach to the type of viewer that I am, who's gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? But then you're kind of into it because you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Say what the fuck is going on again.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's just hilarious. And then next, Tiff and Aubrey are vibing, and Aubrey says Genevieve just doesn't want to play with her.
Genevieve, I also get weird vibes. Her teeth are too white, and I don't trust that.
But she's from Canada. I just think that it's ridiculous that Aubrey says that Genevieve doesn't want to play with Aubrey when Genevieve literally came up to Aubrey on day fucking 1 and said, "Girl, I want to play with you." And Aubrey said, "You give me a weird vibe. We are too similar. Fuck you."
Toodaloo, bitches.
And now she's and like, fuck you, Aubrey. Fuck you, Aubrey. And I am not a huge Genevieve fan, but fuck you, Aubrey. You're like, that's bull dookie. And it's almost like she's acting like she forgot that happened, and that's bullshit.
I honestly thought she did forget that happened. I forgot that happened.
Well, of course you forgot it happened. Anyway, I'm sure she didn't forget that it happened. I
guess not.
You know, it literally happened to her 5 days ago. For us, it's weeks ago. For her, it happened like
this last episode was day 10.
8 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a week and a half ago. For us, this was 5 weeks ago.
Fair.
Okay. It was very recent.
Fair enough.
Everything you say can and will be used against you in Survivor.
Thank you, Miranda.
Aubrey then goes to Coach to try to get him as an ally. And Coach literally goes for it. He's like, "Yeah, for sure." And then Coach has a confessional again where he's just like, "If I can carry these men and I can carry her to the finals and we can do this together, it will be my final form."
I think this whole like Valor thing is some weird fucking delusion that he's caught in. Like, he's in a K-hole and he can't get out of the K-hole until he's proven some type of honorable behavior.
And he has the confessional where he like tells himself, "Okay, now don't get too cocky." And it is so funny. It is so funny. When he told that to himself in a confessional, I died.
He is wild.
He is so funny.
Like, I thought he was a loose cannon, but now like there are no screws. Like, the screws aren't loose. The screws are gone on this man.
It's so funny.
It is wild.
Survivor legend, Coach. Literally a living legend. A myth.
That is wild behavior.
He is so ridiculous that he has almost made himself a mythic being.
It's a
because he's so
prophecy.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving self-fulfilling
It's
prophecy.
crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, take with that what you will. Then morning comes at Sela, day 11, and Charlie is literally sitting over Rizzo as he sleeps.
Charlie is going to be a serial killer.
And Charlie is straight plotting his revenge.
Like, he's going to murder somebody.
While Rizzo is sleeping over him, watching him sleep.
I genuinely believe that. I genuinely think, like, if this man does not get help, like, he will kill somebody.
It was freaky shit.
It's fucked up. It was beyond weird.
And then, like, supposedly Charlie then knocks and wakes him up with the knock. And Rizzo hits him with a, "How you doing?" And Charlie's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And Rizzo's like, "How are you doing? What are you doing?"
Right.
And
why are you watching me sleep, you fucking weirdo?
Charlie just goes, "How many people did you tell about our friend Billy?" And Rizzo's like, "What? Huh?" And Rizzo like sits up and he's like, "All right, let's fucking do this, I guess."
Right. Just get into it. Woken up in the middle of the night.
And
let's talk about Billie Eilish and her boomerang.
Yeah, like crazy.
What the fuck?
And Rizzo's just like,
and all of this is happening because Charlie, like, all this like Rizzo hate is because Rizzo went against his like day one, and Charlie has some post-traumatic stress.
And Rizzo as a juror decided who he thought should win, and because Charlie literally hasn't seen his season, has zero context. Absolutely zero.
But for some reason is so hellbent that Rizzo must go and is the purest evil that has ever walked the beach of Fiji.
RIZGOD, baby.
It is weird.
He's a beast.
It's very like, I don't know. It's giving mental illness. It's giving mental illness down.
He is just
it's too intense, buddy.
If you watched his season before that, the final tribal, you would have said, I think Charlie's going to win this.
I understand that. I understand the context of
Somebody
that whole
took
thing.
like,
But
he
but girl, that was how many years ago?
not that many.
It was years ago.
Yeah,
on
well,
a
you say how many? It's like maybe it was 3 years ago.
Okay,
Max.
but years. We're
maybe
talking
2,
in
actually.
years.
Yeah.
It was years ago on a reality TV show.
Everybody he sees knows. Everybody he lives with
He's
knows.
caught in this.
He's never spoken to the girl. The
He's
lady.
in this bubble, I guess. Like I don't, or it's like he's kind of God, what's the word? It's like Memento, where he's like trapped in this like weird universe that he's created for himself, so he can just perpetually stay in this state.
Anyway,
it's weird. It's unbecoming.
It's brutal. It's brutal, and
it's unbecoming.
And everybody was excited for Charlie to be on this season because of like I'm telling you, he was very likable and solid on his season, and he was terrible. He's been terrible in 50.
Yeah,
terrible. I do think it's like funny that he is holding on to this trauma. I do. Yeah, I do think that's funny. So anyway, he asks him he goes, Rizzo, who'd you tell about our old friend Billy? And Rizzo says, I only told you and I told D. That's it. And Charlie lies to Rizzo and says, I told Jonathan about the idol because he seemed like he knew and was like kind of asking around. And Rizzo has a confessional where he's just like, no. I know for a fact that is not Jonathan. Like, that's not his game. That's not how he's being. Charlie's trying to put like a divide in people right now. So Rizzo starts Operation Bad Blood because Charlie is a diehard Taylor Swift fan.
That explains a lot.
Charlie is a diehard.
Okay, that explains a lot. He is mentally ill.
Die hard.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he is mentally ill.
And like in his season,
and that's coming from a mentally ill person.
Yeah. No, you're cool. You're cool.
Yeah.
In his season that he was on, his first episode, he goes to some like punk guy. He's like, you pick a band, I can go song for song and I'll know more songs of Taylor Swift than you'll know of any band. Go ahead, let's go. And like like he is insane. He's insane.
Okay.
Not only is Charlie insane, he also, I think, wrote a thesis on Survivor or like a huge like.
Oh yeah. He did. That's how he got on the show.
Yes.
Or something. That's what he. Yeah.
Yes. Kind of crazy shit. So anyway,
he seems obsessive.
Yeah. So Rizzo starts Operation Bad Blood, and he gets D involved, and D says she's down. She says Charlie is playing a super dumb game, which he is.
He's too emotional.
Yep. Rizzo tells D that someone found the Kahlo idol because someone gave it to him. Rizzo says he's someone who likes working with strong, independent women. Respect. Rizzo gets Suri involved, and now him and Suri are straight up chilling, and Camilla, of course, is going to be in on that. So yeah, then we get to the immunity challenge, and let's talk about how this immunity challenge, there was absolute zero reward.
Yeah, none.
And
only punishment if you didn't win.
Punishment. And once Jeff said that it was just immunity, I knew. I said it to Rachel right away. I said, okay, double tribal. It's got to be double tribal.
Well,
and I'm going to talk about, I might go off on it a little bit again at the end of this here Survivor episode, but I'm going to talk about one of the reasons how they dropped the ball here. There should have been a reward here. The reward should not have been anything tangible. It shouldn't have been any food. It shouldn't have been anything that you can eat. What it should have been,
Zac Brown,
is not Zac Brown.
Oh, okay.
What it should have been is it should have been that the winning tribe that gets immunity gets to sit in on tribal for both tribes.
Okay. Yeah.
110%. This should have been the incentive, without a doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
But I guess if the next episode is
hold on,
what we know.
Well, let's hold off on that. But
Yeah.
and that is why it should be.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that's why it wouldn't be.
No, that's why it should be.
Okay. I get it. I see it from both sides.
So let's just talk about this here challenge. Two tribe members start on a platform in the ocean. One at a time, they dive in. They swim over to through a series of obstacles, collecting bags of coconuts on the way and bringing them to the shore. A different tribe member empties the bags to then find 4 keys. Then another tribe member uses those keys to unlock a box to release a grappling hook. The last tribe members use the grappling hook to retrieve a set of sandbags. Then they have to use the sandbags to land on very small platforms that are like on a pole, a stick.
Mm-hmm. It's, you know what it is? You were going to Taco Bell and you play that like drop the penny
That
game.
is exactly what that ending is. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
What did you think about this challenge? Did you like? Did you dislike?
I mean, I thought it was classic Survivor. I thought the person whose one job it was to remove the rope and dump the coconuts was a really stupid, like one-off job.
Yeah.
I thought that was pointless. Like the person who did that should have been also the bag thrower.
Interesting.
That's what I would think.
Like have to be.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I don't disagree, but in this case, they're kind of like anybody can be the bag thrower.
Right.
You guys can kind of flip in and out.
Because there's a moment where I think Jonathan and Tiffany change. Like Tiffany
Yeah.
was doing it first, and Jonathan steps in.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought it was.
And I think that's Joe.
Or Joe.
Yeah, Joe steps in for Tiff.
Yeah. I thought it was like again, classic challenge. I found the belly flopping to be pretty funny though.
Yeah.
The belly flopping from Ozzy was cute.
Yeah, I've got some challenge notes.
Steph is a good swimmer. Jonathan's a good swimmer.
Yeah.
The jumping from Charlie and Joe was ick. When they were jumping in the water, I was getting ick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it.
I liked the challenge as far as a Survivor challenge. We need a different formatted challenge aside from these 5-legged relays.
Yeah.
We need something else. For example, there have been many challenges where we take turns where each player puts up one tribe member and there's some sort of objective in the middle. Or like there needs to be something more
strategic,
team-based.
Yeah.
Less let's do leg. So then that way we have a couple things that the less athletic people can just get through and do.
Sure.
Let's not fucking do that. I don't give a shit. I don't. There are other unique challenges, and why are there not more puzzle-based things? Why? I'm going to hold that thought for now. I'm just going to go through my challenge notes, and then I'm going to try to gain that thought back. So my challenge notes are just Jonathan's a beast.
Yep.
He continues to be a beast. I have a feeling I'm going to have that note again next week.
Absolute beast, yeah.
Joe, not as strong.
Who I think he lasered before going on the show.
Yeah, probably. Something.
Just a thought, because he has arm hair and then it stops like right at like the bicep, which is usually like a sign that like you get laser or you have some sort of treatment, because
for sure.
Naturally if you have arm hair, that it's going to go up your arm. It's not just going to stop at your bicep unless you have like some weird.
Oh, I know. Believe
some
me.
Weird thing. So I just noticed that I clocked his little T a little bit.
Yeah. My other note is Joe just not a strong start. He was having some trouble. It looked like he was running out of gas.
Yeah.
Charlie, not a graceful diver.
Absolutely not.
Not graceful at all.
Big ick on that one.
Tiff unraveling that bag in a unique way was pretty dope. She was just spinning that thing. Respect to Tiff. Coach's first toss magic with the grappling hook. I literally told Rachel before he tossed, I said, Coach is going to get it first try. I just know he is. There's no doubt. And lo and behold, he did. And thumbs down to Angelina, because her first toss,
she could have gotten it if
she could have just moved. It is a long ass platform. Yeah. Why are we acting like we are stuck?
Right.
Stupid woman.
I think she needed to see how Coach did it for her to realize, oh, I could do that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Stupid. So whatever. And then Joe makes some clutch tosses at the end. Paolo wins. Like I said, solid challenge, but I really
nothing too exciting.
Yeah, it was not too exciting. It
You could have fast forwarded through this.
Yeah,
It would have been fine.
I did the second time. I did.
Yeah,
I skipped through parts because I knew exactly what was going on.
I don't see why you would want to watch that a second time.
It just wasn't.
It was non-consequential.
Non-consequential, not like
in terms of like the gameplay. Like,
no
yes, it has consequences in
yeah.
terms of who's going to tribal.
There's
but
no
like,
strategy.
Yeah,
there's zero. It's just go do. It's go and do.
Right.
Go and do until done.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I don't like that. I think that there should
No,
be much more in
You kind of
50th.
want people to game plan, and like you want somebody to like take a minute in a challenge and be like, wait, I need to reassess.
For sure.
Yeah. Because then that's a real challenge. Like, I understand these are real challenges. Like, you know,
this is an obstacle course.
It's
This
an
isn't a
obstacle
challenge.
course. Yeah.
It's an obstacle course.
Yeah.
And it's challenging, but it's not a challenge.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
So anyway, bummer. So yeah, Kahlo wins immunity, which is, you know, that's the Coach, Colby, Chrissy, Genevieve, Joe, Aubrey, Tiff tribe. So
Honestly, the tribe that I like the least.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's that.
There, yeah. I almost forgot that Chrissy is still in this game.
I don't even know who that is.
Almost forgot. Genevieve, we know, but like Chrissy has gotten 0 screen time.
Like, who is that? Literally, I don't know who that is.
So I'm gonna just. I saw a video on Instagram about Angelina giving like a testimonial after like somebody interviewed her, and she was just explaining and upset at the lack of screen time with the women in general. She said production kind of fucked up. She said she hopes that production fixes it. Like, there is still time before it airs to add an edit here, do a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I really hope that they do. I don't think that they have been totally unfair to the women. I think that it's unfair that Zac Brown got the time that he got. I think that it's not great that Tiff doesn't have that many confessionals. But when there's that many players, decisions have to be made. Who gets screen time? There is, I am sure in the contract, there is no agreement that you're going to get a certain amount of confessionals. If you want that, then you should bring that up before you agree to be on the show.
Sure.
Because I'm sure that in that contract it says production's going to make their cuts.
Yeah.
They're just going to do it. And it is what it is.
There's probably a clause in there where it's just like any type of suit of defamation or libel is not.
Yeah, like
there's no grounds on that.
Production can do what they want. Do I think that the men have gotten more confessionals? Maybe. I really don't know the numbers. I know Tiff has gotten the least, and that's fine. Chrissy got a decent amount early in the show, but has gotten almost none since. But to both of those teams' defenses, they have never been to tribal.
Yeah.
So their only chance for screen time is in the first half of the episode.
Okay, so I guess look at it from the tribe that's been in tribal the most. So that's Steph. What, Kahlo?
Yeah, that's Vatu right now.
Vatu?
It was initially Sela and it swapped over. So
as of like Vatu, you can definitely make an argument that Christian and Ozzy are getting the most confessional time. Undoubtedly.
Christian, Ozzy, and Emily. Like, you cannot discount Emily. She had pretty much her own entire episode.
Yeah, I'm just saying that out of that is
Emily,
two men.
But it's Ozzy, Emily, and Christian. You cannot not put Emily in there.
I understand, but 2 out of 3 is men.
That's fine. Okay, but like the other 2 women were Steph, Angelina, and Mike White. Not only did Angelina get a little bit of her scene from White Lotus put in, she did get a decent amount of confessionals. She did not talk about her getting a lack of confessionals, respectfully. Mike White got a couple confessionals, but nothing.
He got a lot in the beginning.
He more so got a lot more of like Jeff Probst cueing him to talk rather than confessionals, respectfully. So Angelina, I don't think you're wrong. Steph has not gotten that many, but she's gotten a couple. Like, she's playing the game. You see her talking to Ozzy. Her and Ozzy are a group. Like, I agree with you, Angelina, but I also think you're fucking salty.
I think she's salty, but I think it's obvious just based on the Zac Brown episode that production is making mistakes and is and has made many mistakes. So
Yeah, agreed.
So I wouldn't. I think there probably is some there to her claim. Does it matter? No.
Just because you're
Like, is
on
it
a
really gonna
show,
change anything? No.
just because you're on a show doesn't mean you own part of the show. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
because you're a contestant.
Yeah, she's just being a critic.
Yeah, and she has every right, and I'm going to be a critic too. I'm going to critique her. And
critique the critics.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Inception.
It's crazy shit.
Hello, Stinky
Crazy shit. So, anyway, they go over to Sela, and Operation Bad Blood, it seems, in motion. Charlie goes to Camilla. Camilla says, and says that Kyle's last words to me were, "If you can work with Camilla, do it if you can." That's one of the last words that Kyle said to me, which is a lie. But he's sure that Kyle was feeling that deep down in his heart, is what Rizzo said.
Deep down in his soul, baby.
So funny. He also tells Camilla about the idol. Camilla can sense that he's lying, but I don't think she really cares about that lie. She probably thinks it's kind of a funny lie too. In my opinion, I think that's just a silly lie.
Yeah.
Non-detrimental. He's not in the game anymore, so who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
And it's also not something that she's going to like call him on either.
No.
He said this, and that. Like, that'd be so weird.
Yeah.
Charlie feels safe with Jonathan, Devins, and Dee. He said, and I thought it was in season 50 of Survivor, Charlie had the audacity to say that there's not much gameplay going on, not much strategy going on. He had the audacity to say that to
Rizzo
the fucking
is
camera.
Plotting his demise the entire episode.
What a fucking idiot. What a clown thing to say.
I do think that was really good editing by production.
Yeah.
Because you get Rizzo like plotting the whole thing, and then Charlie's one little confessional where it's like, ooh,
yeah,
foreshadow.
Not much strategy going on over here.
There'll be some foreshadow.
Bruh, it's fucking season 50. Either open your eyes or start opening your mouth.
All it is obstacle course and then gameplay.
Right now, yeah.
That's all it's been.
And Zac Brown.
And Zac.
Charlie then goes to Camilla and tells her about the Billie Eilish idol. And Camilla plays dumb and she's like, "Oh, really?" And then she says to the camera that Charlie's game is just too slow. Plain and simple. Fair enough. Over at Vatu, and Angelina is on the hot seat. They say she's the easy vote. Ozzy then offers to blindside Christian. He offers that up to Steph, and Steph's kind of like, maybe, you know. Ozzy then tells Christian if he gives up his shot in the dark, he can start to trust him again. Mike, I just taught you what shot in the dark is.
Yeah, I just learned what that is.
For listener, if you don't know, Mike, go ahead, explain it.
So a shot in the dark is essentially almost like a get out of jail free kind of play.
It's a chance to get out of jail free.
Yeah, it's a chance card, not a community chest.
Correct.
But essentially, if you think you're on the hot seat, you think you're going to get eliminated, you can say, "Jeff, baby, I'm going to take my Take my chance.
I'm going to use my shot in the dark.
I'm going to use my shot in the dark, and it's however many odds. And if you get it, you stay. If you don't, you lose and you go home.
Yeah.
So in this season, it's a dice. So I assume you roll it. If you get the save, you're safe. If you don't,
then everything else is a dead.
Then goodbye.
Yeah. So Ozzy says that if he gives it up, that he can start to trust him again. And then Christian says, "I had no idea what a poly prissy pants Ozzy was." A poly prissy pants.
A poly prissy pants.
Love that.
I'm trying to understand what that means. Poly multiple prissy.
Prissy's a nice way of saying pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Pants.
Yeah.
Pantaloons.
Yeah.
So he's a multiple vagina man. He's a multiple vagina clothes.
Ozzy then tells Emily that he wants to play with just her, not her and Christian. He doesn't like to share, is what I wrote. I really think that is a ridiculous thing to say to another human. I want to play with only you. I do not want you to have other alliances.
It's very kindergarten.
It's really fucked up, and there is no world that Ozzy's going to make it to the end of this game.
No way.
There's no way. Even with an idol in his pocket.
No way.
He's going to fuck it up. He's so stupid.
I saw that as like, it was giving like middle school playground or like elementary school playground.
Emily loves drama. That girl is begging to talk drama. Him saying that to her, all that does is, I think, get her to like, no, she's not down.
Begging you.
Crazy. Christian decides to give Ozzy his shot in the dark to gain the trust, which I think is a smart play. What does he care? I mean, odds are he would probably not if he used the shot in the dark. Like, if you use the shot in the dark, you don't get to vote type shit. They go back over to Sela, and Rizzo tells Sari about how he has an idol. Sari then shares back about her extra vote that Ozzy gave to her. Sari says, "We just got married," which I thought was hilarious.
They did.
Not only did I find that hilarious, I think that that's a great way to solidify Rizzo with Sari, being like, Rizzo, you can't, like,
you're my husband.
She uses like a serious term that a young boy would probably take a little serious, you know?
You're my survivor hubby.
And then Camilla, she's just the swing vote. Rizzo does tell a lot of his season 49 story to the people before going to tribal, which I thought was an interesting choice.
I just like, this is the Rizzo episode.
Yeah,
and production needed to give him that.
But Devin's brought it up. He's like, Savannah said that you got an idol and you pretended to use it, that you were going to use it. And you just kept skating by.
It was Devins that asked him that question.
I also noted that. I wonder who planted that question. And yeah. Did Savannah tell you that, or did production tell you that? Because maybe if Savannah told you that, we might have seen it on screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Something to think about.
Exactly. We're all being played, listener.
Just a little bit sometime. We get to the first tribal of the night. It's Vatu. I thought it was awkward chatting. Goes down here.
I thought both of the like little chop it up sessions in the beginning of the tribal, I thought both of them were useless.
This one was in particularly useless. I have some notes for the second one, but this one was just bad.
The only noteworthy from the second one is Jonathan's reactions.
We'll see when I get to it. Like I said, awkward chatting. Jeff does impressions, which were not terrible, but just so fucking cringy and not worth screen time.
Nope.
Sorry, Jeff. That one did not land.
Nope. Stick to hosting.
Stick to hosting, Jeff. The votes come in.
Has he ever hosted SNL?
I don't think so.
He should.
The votes come in. Angelina gets 3 votes. Steph gets 1. That's enough. Bye, Angelina, I mean.
Bye-bye.
Obvious choice.
Toodaloo. Make sure you leave that girl your jacket.
Yeah, that's right. She does go back and try to get her full circle moment, which was just absolutely despicable. I thought that was stupid and unnecessary of her to do, but hey.
As somebody that doesn't know the lore, I didn't really understand it until somebody told me.
Yeah, most people don't get it. And it was stupid. It was stupid.
Because like for me, if I didn't know the lore, if like that was never told me, just like, oh, she's very sweet, giving somebody a jacket.
There might be 10 people in the world who are just like, full circle for Angelina. I love that bitch.
And Mike is one of them.
And you're not one of them. You didn't even get it. But there were 10 people in the world who were like, ha 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 ha.
Mike White is one of them.
Mike White for sure loved that shit. So yeah, bye Angelina. We get to tribal part 2 for the Sela tribe. Charlie and Rizgod are on the hot seat. Charlie calls everyone veteran liars. I think that's such a bad decision. I think if you generalize negatively about everyone on your tribe in this age of Survivor, and probably in the earlier ages too, it is a mistake.
I just think that's just bad behavior.
Yeah. You're all
Survivor, not Survivor. That's just bad behavior.
Yeah, like
in a group environment.
It's a bad way of saying everybody here is a really good Survivor player. He instead,
if that was what the intention was.
No, that is what he was trying to say, but he chose to say it in a way that was demeaning.
Yeah. Well,
but that's for sure.
No, the importance of words, language is important.
Absolutely, but that was fucked up. Like it was so stupid of him.
Came off very pretentious.
Yes. Jeff says Rizzo's game is unknown. Should y'all be worried? And then Rizzo, I think, makes a mistake, which, Newsflash, doesn't come back to haunt him yet. But I think he makes a mistake by showing off his Survivor knowledge right there. He instantly goes in and he's like, returning players happen to do a really good job. And this player did that, Tony did that, and this player did that. And I'm just like, dude, like, don't tell everybody. Like, nobody has seen your season. Nobody knows that you're kind of a Survivor nerd. Most people in the season are in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But you don't need to show that off. You really don't. But he goes off and does that. And Rizzo likes to play a flashy game. So I understand that's his decision to do that because it is a little flashy to do that.
He's name dropping.
Brother, go under the radar here. Go under the radar. Trust.
No, Rizgod's above the radar.
Trust.
Rizgod flies above the radar.
And then Charlie tries to like foreshadow Rizgod going home in this weird speech. And and when he was given it, I was like, God, there's no way Rizgod goes home here. There's no way because it would be just too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's time to vote. Rizgod gets 3 votes. Charlie gets 1 vote. And then Charlie gets the final 3 votes. And Charlie goes home.
Devastated.
Jonathan in shock.
Jonathan was gagged. Listener.
Hilariously.
His reactions were the best part of the entire show.
It was sweet.
Because they seemed pure.
Yeah, it was the most pure thing. That's what I told you that. Devins tells Rizgod right away, good job. I'm surprised that you did that. Good job.
I think Jeff wants to adopt Rizzo.
We'll see.
Like Rizzo, he wants Rizzo to become the new Devins.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
We'll see. We will see. And then Charlie gets up, and as he's getting his torch snuffed, he goes, teardrops on my guitar, Jeff. Quotes Taylor Swift as he gets voted out for Operation Bad Blood. Come on, he didn't. And then oh my God, he is going to be so double traumatized from this.
Why? Because Taylor Swift's a Nazi?
Well, I just think because of the bad blood thing. I think he's gonna like see that like he was like when he actually watches the season, which he's probably doing right now.
Sure,
he's probably freaking out,
listening to Taylor Swift on.
Probably listening to Taylor Swift.
You know what? I bet you as soon as that song comes on, it's like an immediate trigger, and he loses his fucking mind.
I hope so.
He seems to. I don't know why, but I get a sense that he just goes from 0 to 100 like too quickly.
Yeah, I think that he is a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Or was in law school before Survivor. Who knows what happened after he lost $1 million?
Yeah, he had to write a thesis about something. Right. Could be law. I guess like Survivors. I feel like there's somehow you can make this like applicable to the law.
But. Yeah. Things to note: the merge is coming.
The urge to merge is upon us, listener.
The merge is coming, and it has to happen with there being 1, 2, 3, only 4 players left on Vatu, and 7 on Kahlo, and 6 on Sela. There has to be a merge right now. There's 18 players. And I believe my guess is they're going to merge for maybe 2 episodes, and then they're going to split into 2 tribes again. Is my guess.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I mean, has that been done before?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it has. And that'll be excited.
That just seems a little backwards to me. Like, why would you go like 3-1-2? Why wouldn't you just do 3-2-1?
I think it switches up the challenge options a lot. And I also think that it messes with the players too, because like you mean to tell me that they're going to go to tribal with 18 players?
I guess
there's going to be 18
or 17.
17.
Yeah.
17 players. Maybe there will be 1 episode like this, and then they'll be down to 16, and then they'll go into 2.
They'll split 8.
I think so. And then they'll stay split until maybe there's 12.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes, is just my guess. I just can't see there being like I just can't see it. where there's 15 votes, 16 votes every single episode. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's a lot, Robin.
So I really do think they're going to separate. And then I just mentioned, why not some sort of reward? I mean, it would be if there's a merge, that would be the best fucking reward possible for the winners of this tribe to be able to sit in and see what's going on a little bit on tribes and where votes are leaning, so you can see cracks and stuff. That is just such a fantastic reward. And they could have done it that way. They could have done it where like they could have made the challenge where the second place team doesn't get their tribal watched, but the third place team does get their tribal watched by the first place. Like something like there was a way for it to work.
Yeah.
And it didn't have to be one way. It didn't have to be but like it should not have been zero reward. And it's just a bummer in that way, in my opinion. And I really think that Jeff doing those impressions would have been very interesting with like another tribe in the background, and they can't speak. You could just, like, they don't get to talk. So you just see them, and like their live reactions would have been just cringy, silly. So,
yeah.
So I don't know. Those are just kind of my basic thoughts here. And I just I pray that the challenge for the merge is going to be mostly, it's going to be like a puzzle challenge. I want a big puzzle challenge that is difficult, that inevitably Christian wins.
I have a feeling it's either going to be a puzzle challenge or it's going to be like an individual balancing challenge.
Could be.
I see that happening. Or like hold your breath underwater or some type of shit. I don't know.
It would be awesome if Jeff goes, okay, we have 2 challenges today. One tests you mentally, and one tests you physically.
And you can pick.
You guys get to pick. They both, from what we have practiced, they take about the same amount of time. And
that'd be kind of fun.
Go off.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
You know? And then like you kind of get to pick your poison.
But then that's like this season is not in the hands of the fans. It's in the hands of the players. So maybe that'll be 51.
It's just one challenge. It doesn't have to be for the whole thing.
I don't know.
But I just think that's a fun idea. I think it would be.
I like it.
I think it would be difficult to do. But
I like the idea of having to pick.
Yeah.
I feel like that would work for David and Goliath. Like that would have been a smart thing for them.
Or like if the tribes were even and then they were like, all right, 4 of you have to do the mental part and 4 of you have to do the physical part, and then once your entire tribe is done, you win immunity. You know,
yeah,
that would be really cool too.
That would be cool.
But I would want them to go at the same time, not half going.
Yeah,
and then they, but it'd be complicated. Anyway, that's all I got, man. You know what? That's not all I got. The last thing that I want to do. I got you guys. I got you guys. You guys thought you thought that you could just.
You thought you were gonna finish this podcast and clip on to Sofa Tomatoes or the Tomato Pulpit? No, you're still at Sofa Survivor.
We're Sofa Surviving right now. I want to go back and I want to ask you, based on where everything is at right now, who are your 17 players? Which 3 players are going to make it the furthest right now for you? Who is your current final 3?
My current final 3.
And if you'd like to see a list, I'm happy to hand off my notebook to you. Just know the 2 players that were gone already.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say Christian is one of them.
He's going to make it to the final 3.
I think so.
Okay.
And then I hate to say it, but like Devins, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Like half.
Christian and Devins to the final 3.
No, actually, take that back. Christian. I say Christian, Genevieve, and honestly, fuck it, Rizzo.
So you say Christian, Genevieve, and Rizgod. Do you want me to pick one from each tribe, or can I just pick any 3?
Any 3.
Okay.
That's just who I thought. So
Devins for sure won't. And are you okay?
I just asked Reeves.
I'm so sorry. Devins won't. He will ask a very good question as a juror, though. I promise you that.
Okay.
That production picks for him.
Okay.
Um,
It's not going to be like, what's your favorite color?
It will not.
And why is it blue?
Christian, I also don't think is going to make it to the finals. I think Christian is. I want him to. Don't get me wrong. I think he, based on this, like I think he's playing too hard right now, and I think that he doesn't really have a speed of slow down, and I do think it's going to catch up to him. I think that Emily can go far.
Really? Okay.
Just because of how willing she is to like give up information to people. And I think that she Christian, like she's not going to go before Christian. I think Christian might go first. Ozzy, no. I don't think Steph is going to get far enough. Angelina's gone. Aubrey, no. Joe, no. Chrissy, no. Coach, no. I see Tiff going far.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
maybe they were just banking her confessionals for the end.
Yeah. And then I think either Suri or Rizgod. I'm with you on Rizgod, though, just because of how he's been playing. I think Rizgod has some serious connections right now with like, and I also
and I think he's underestimated by the other players in the other tribes.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to work out in his favor.
And I think if not Tiff, I think D. And if not, like, there's such a weird world where like somehow like Coach, Jonathan, and like Aubrey make it to the like some like random 3 people that like I don't know. I have no idea. Once the merge happens, it really is going to lay down some lines. But like I said, I do think that they're gonna like re-tribe up at some point. But anyway,
we'll have to see.
That's all I got for Show of Survivors. Do you have anything for the people, Mike?
No.
I didn't think you would.
No.
Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Check out our other pods. Shoot us an email at sofatomatoespod@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, love, do your thing. We appreciate you guys, and don't stop listening, you know?
Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Goodbye, listener. Love y'all.